Hello, my dear young minds. How are you all? I hope you all are doing really very well. In our today's class, my dear students, we are going to start our unit number 2. Okay, and in this unit, we are going to see our chapter number 3. The name of this chapter is Rikki, Tikki, Tavi. Actually, our unit 2 is totally dedicated courage. Courage means how brave you are. Okay, in case of emergency, in the situation of any emergency, in the situation of any danger, how you are going to show yourself, how you are going to show your courage, how brave you are, how you are going to cool down your temper and think wisely. Okay, so this unit is totally dedicated to these things. It means courage. Okay, the name of the chapter is chapter number 3 is Rikki Tikki Tavi. See, okay, so come with me and let's explore the chapter. See, my dear students, courage, determination, and loyalty can overcome even the most daunting challenges. See, courage, determination, and loyalty. These three words define the life of our human being. How loyal you are. First of all, you have to be loyal towards yourself. Okay, be loyal, be truthful towards yourself. If you are not loyal towards yourself, you are continuously telling lies with you also. Okay, it means what? You are not a good person. Okay, so if you want to become a very good person, first of all, you have to remember the three things which you have to adopt in your life. That is your courage, you're brave, okay, and determination, how determined you are to solving or to facing any kind of danger. Okay, and how loyal you are towards yourself. Okay, these three things, if you are carrying these three things, then you are going to overcome any obstacle, but then you are going to overcome come from any obstacle of your life. Okay, read the story of a mongoose which encourages to believe in themselves, stand up for what is right, and face challenges with courage and determination. This whole story is based on a mongoose. I hope, my dear students, you all know mongoose. Okay, in Hindi we call them nevla. Okay, mongoose means a creature, a carnivorous animal who is the stanch enemy of venomous snakes. Okay, venomous and poisonous snakes. Okay, mongoose can kill those venomous cobra snakes also. Okay, so in this chapter, Rikki Tikki Tavi, this is the name of this mongoose. In this chapter, you are going to see how brave this Rikki Tikki Tavi mongoose is. Okay, the story highlights the importance of using one's abilities and resourcefulness to overcome challenges rather than relying solely on physical strength. Okay, this chapter is completely going to show you that in some point of your time, you have to use your brain, not your physical power. Okay, while using your brain, you can easily overcome from any challenge of your life. Okay, so now come with me and let's explore the chapter. Read and understand. Once upon a time, in a lush garden of India, there lived a brave little mongoose named Rikki Tikki Tavi. So this story started that once upon a time in our country India, okay, a mongoose lived, and the name of that mongoose is Rikki Tikki Tavi. He was no ordinary mongoose. He was clever, agile, and had a heart full of courage. See, Rikki Tikki Tavi is completely different from other mongoose. He was very, very brave mongoose. Okay, he can keep his own mind in any kind of danger situation. Okay, he has a very calm and composed appearance. Okay, Rikki had adopted by a kind family who lived in a bungalow near the garden. Okay, so for his bravery, for his calm personality, Rikki Tikki Tavi was adopted by a family who used to live in a nearby bungalow area. They loved him dearly and treated him like one of their own. So here you can see, my dear student, this is Rikki Tikki Tavi mongoose and the owner of this mongoose. Okay, so this owner, the person who used to live in that bungalow, all family members love Rikki Tikki Tavi as their own. Okay, one day, Rikki noticed a pair of sinister eyes watching the bungalow from the shadows. Okay, so one day, Rikki Tikki Tavi realized, okay, he feels that some sinister eyes are watching them. Now, what is the meaning of sinister? Sinister means cunning. Okay, dangerous. Okay, so one day when Rikki Tikki Tavi was exploring the garden area, he feels that a cunning eye is falling on him. Okay, it was Nag, a deadly cobra, and his wicked wife Nagina. They were the most feared snakes in the garden and had no good intentions. Okay. Now, when Rikki Tikki Tavi followed those sinister eyes, he found that those sinister eyes belongs to a cunning and venomous poisonous snake named as Nag. Okay, named as Nag, and another pair of sinister eyes belongs to his wife Nagina. They are a very deadly creatures, okay, among the snakes. Okay, they are very deadly and poisonous snakes. Okay, you all know, my dear students, Nag and Nagin, they are considered as the cobras. They came under the cobra category, but they are considered as the most venomous snakes in our country India and also among the world. Okay, so when Rikki Tikki Tavi felt those two pairs of sinister eyes on him, he immediately decided that he is going to take a action against those two couple. Okay, because they are very cunning, they are going to harm their own family. Rikki knew that he had to protect his newfound family from the dangerous serpent. Immediately at that time, Rikki Tikki Tavi decided that yes, no matter, okay, I'm ready to protect my family by giving my own life. Okay, determined to keep his family safe, Rikki embarked on a mission. Okay, so keeping this feeling in his mind, Rikki Tikki Tavi started his journey towards the protection of his adopted family. He patrolled the garden day and night, keeping an eye on Nag and Nagina's movement. Okay, now Rikki Tikki Tavi made it a habit that he started patrolling. Patrolling means what? When you continuously moving in a area. Okay, this is called as patrolling. You all can see, my dear students, police vans. Okay, police vans. Our police officers are patrolling in our area, specifically at night. Okay. So at night in the garden area, Rikki Tikki Tavi started doing patrolling because he wants to protect his family who adopted him, and that family considered Rikki Tikki Tavi as his own family member. Okay, the snakes were relentless in their pursuit of the bungalow, seeking to harm the humans and their pets. Okay, now Nag and Nagina, this couple is eagerly waiting that at what moment they are going to get a chance, and by grabbing that opportunity of chance, they are going to attack the persons who used to live in this bungalow. But Rikki was always one step ahead, thwarting their evil plans with his quick wits and fearless spirit. But you know what, my dear students, why mongoose are considered as the biggest enemy of snakes? Because mongoose are more active than these deadly creatures called as snakes. Okay, so Rikki Tikki Tavi was a mongoose, and he was always remain one step ahead of this pair of Nag and Nagin. Okay, so one one evening, Rikki overheard Nagina whispering to her husband about a secret plan to attack the humans while they slept. Okay, so while patrolling one evening, Rikki heard that the wife of that Nag, Nagina, okay, Nagina is secretly making a plan that at night time they are going to attack humans. Rikki knew he had to act swiftly, and after listening this plan, Mongoose Rikki Tikki Tavi immediately decided that I have to act very quickly. I don't have a extra seconds to lose. Okay. The next night, as the snake slithered closer to the bungalow, Rikki confronted them with all his might. Okay, so according to the plan, when Nag and Nagina wanted to confront those persons who used to live in bungalow, they are planning to attack them. Okay, they are planning to attack them. Immediately at that time, Rikki Tikki Tavi attacked this pair of snake. Okay, attacked. He started biting Nag. Okay, he started biting Nag snake. Despite being beaten, Rikki remained resolute and underrated. Okay, and in this war, fierce battle started between a mongoose, Rikki Tikki Tavi, and Nag. Okay, although Rikki is also injured. Okay, Rikki is also injured. Nag also beat him, but mongoose are really very courageous person. Okay, that's why they are considered as the biggest enemy of a snake. Okay, continuously Rikki Tikki Tavi is preventing himself from getting bitten by the snake. Okay, and on the other hand side, he is continuously attacking on Nag. While Nag injured, Rikki followed Nagina to her lair, where he discovered a nest full of deadly cobra eggs. Okay, so when Nag, okay, the husband Nag is injured. Now Rikki Tikki Tavi started following his wife Nagina. Okay, and immediately Rikki Tikki Tavi saw that Nagina is mm, going to his hole. Okay, in that hole they used to live. Okay, and when Rikki Tikki Tavi followed Nagina to their home, that is called as hole, he immediately discovered, Rikki Tikki Tavi discovered that in their home there are hundreds of cobra eggs are lying there. Realizing the dire threat this hatching posed, he made a brave decision. Okay, and immediately Rikki Tikki Tavi realized when these eggs are going to be hatched. Now, what is the meaning of hatching? Hatching means when a newly born baby comes out from the egg. Okay, so when Rikki Tikki Tavi realized that hundreds of cobra, when they are going to come out from this eggs, they are going to attack, they are going to create a dangerous situation for the humans. Immediately at that time, this little creature Rikki Tikki Tavi take a very bold and brave decision. Okay, what kind of decision he make? Let's see. He would not rest until every last egg was destroyed. Okay, and he take a very brave decision that he is going to destroy each and every egg, and he is not going to rest till the last egg is destroyed. One by one, he smashed the eggs, showing no fear in the face of danger. And immediately, Rikki Tikki Tavi started smashing eggs, okay, one by one. And in this way, he totally smashed all the eggs of this cobra couple. His bravery and determination earned him the admiration of the entire garden. Okay, so in this brave way and in this determined way, when Rikki Tikki Tavi saved his family from the attack of this deadly creature, he received a loud applause from everyone. The other animals saw him as a protector and he was hailed as a hero. Okay, so the other animals who used to live in the garden area, now they started seeing Rikki Tikki Tavi not only as a mongoose but as their hero who is going to protect them. Rikki Tikki Tavi had not only saved his beloved family but the entire garden from the menace of Nag and Nagina. Okay, Rikki Tikki Tavi not only saved his family from the deadly creatures Nag and Nagina, but he also saved the animals. He also saved the whole animals who used to live in this garden. From that day on, Rikki Tikki Tavi remained a brave and loyal guardian of his garden. Okay, guardian of his garden home. Okay, my dear students. So in this way, my dear students, Rikki Tikki Tavi is considered as the guardian of the garden. Okay, guardian of the garden and a brave guardian. Okay, who is going to protect all the creatures who used to live in the garden. His courage and devotion made him a legend among the animals, and he continued to protect them from any threat that dared to cross their path. Okay, and from that day onward, Rikki Tikki Tavi is going to get a very respect from the other animals for his courage, how brave he was, how totally devoted, okay, how totally he devoted himself to his family. Okay, so all the animals who used to live in the garden, they are going to show their respect towards the Rikki Tikki Tavi. And so the brave mongoose Rikki Tikki Tavi lived on, leaving behind a legacy of courage and valor that would be cherished for generations to come. Okay, and in this way, my dear student, a brave mongoose named as a Rikki Tikki Tavi left his legacy for his upcoming generation. Now, what is the meaning of legacy? Legacy means a tradition or a custom is usually passed by our ancestors. Okay, means a tradition and custom is passed by our great grandfather to our grandfather, and our grandfather passed those things to our father, and now our father is passing those things to us. This is called as legacy. Okay, valor that would be cherished for generations to come. Valor means bravery, courageous. Okay, so in this way, my dear students, after that day onwards, mongoose are considered as the most stronger animal in comparison of the venomous snakes. Okay, see, this story is adopted from the Jungle Book. Okay, and the Jungle Book, who is the writer of Jungle Book? Rudyard Kipling. Okay, so this is all in this chapter. Now come with me and let's see the word meanings of the chapter. Sinister, what is the meaning of sinister? Suggesting or indicating evil, harm or danger. Whenever a person wants to harm you, they are considered as sinister, they are considered as evil. Agile means quick and well coordinated in movement. Agile means whenever you are making a movement in a very quick way, this is called as agile. Resolute, showing firm determination and purpose. Resolute means despite any challenge, you are standing still, you are determined that yes, no matter how many hardship I'm going to face, I'm going to get this percentage of marks in my upcoming examination. Okay, this is called as the feeling of resolute. Thwart means to prevent someone from accomplishing their purpose or plans. Thwart means whenever you are going to stop, okay, an evil person to completing their plan. Okay, menace, a person or thing that poses a threat or danger. Menace means whenever a person or animal act as the danger. Okay, this is called as menace. Adversity, difficulties, misfortune or hardship. Adversity means the difficulties which we face. Okay, wits means mental sharpness, intelligence or cleverness. Wit means the intelligence power of your brain. Hatchlings means recently hatched or newly born young animals. Hatchlings means whenever animal, okay, and whenever a newly born animals came from the egg, that condition is called as hatchlings. Legacy, something handed down or left behind by a predecessor. Legacy means I already described you the meaning of legacy. Okay, the traditions passed by our ancestors. Valor means bravery, courage, or boldness, especially in the face of danger. Valor means in the at the time of any dangerous situation. Okay, you are showing your true personality. You are showing that how brave you are, how bold you are. Okay, so that type of situation is called as valor. Okay, my dear student, in this way we have completed our chapter number 3. Now what you have to do, just go thoroughly through this chapter. Okay, and you also have to revise this chapter and complete the exercise based on this chapter. Now I'm taking leave and going to meet with you all in our next class with a new chapter. Till then, my dear students, you have to take very good care of yourself. Bye.